What's going on, guys? Talon Flame HD here, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. This time it is the 4th week lineup video against Everton. This match will take place on Monday the 12th of September, roughly 8 o'clock I think it is, because it is on Sky. So without further ado, guys, we're just going to jump straight into it. So the first player on the pitch, our goalkeeper, will be Jordan Pickford. Now, Jordan Pickford has become the main keeper at Sunderland because Vito Manone is out with an elbow injury at the moment. He is predicted to be back roughly between December and February, so hopefully, Pickford can do a good job in goal instead of Manone. We have just signed Mika Gonzalez, or Mika Rodriguez, I can't remember his exact name, but he's a Portuguese goalkeeper that we signed for roughly £2 million from some Portuguese team. So he will be a backup to Jordan Pickford instead of Max Stryjek. In the left back position we have Patrick Van Aanholt. He is the only other he's the only left back at Sunderland apart from Thomas Robson. So again, Van Aanholt will start. The next person will be Djilobodji, if I can spell his name right. There he is. Papi Djilobodji started well against Southampton, had a solid game with Lemine Kone, who is the centre back, which it will be his defensive partner if and when we find him. There he's there, Lemine Kone. So the right back is obviously going to be Javier Manquillo. Now, if I could spell Manquillo, there we go, Javier Manquillo. So that will be the back four, guys. Manquillo being the right back now at Sunderland instead of Billy Jones. I think Jones is injured actually, or whether or not Jones is injured, I don't know, but I honestly do think Jones is injured, so Manquillo steps in. So I think that'll be our back five. So obviously Jordan Pickford in goal, Patrick Van Aanholt, Papi Djilobodji, Lemine Kone and Javier Manquillo. That is pretty much our back four as of the first 3 games, so I don't see why David Moyes would change it. Moving on to the centre defensive mids, and I would like to see Jan Kirchhoff start. Jan Kirchhoff played the full 90 minutes midweek in an under-23 game. So I think he's getting back to full fitness now. I would like to see, I would like to see Kirchhoff start. He is a very solid centre defensive mid in front of that back four, and to be honest, we do need that special defensively minded player in there instead of someone like Rodwell, who of course will be my next centre mid. So Kirchhoff and Rodwell will be my centre defensive mids for the Everton game. I don't see why David Moyes will change it. Moving to the wings, I would predict Landon Gooch to start at the left mid position, just for the simple fact that Gooch is one of these players that has performed well in the first 3 games. He's pretty much played predominantly down the left hand side, and I see no reason why Moyes would change it. Through the middle, with Fabio Borini being injured, I feel like he might play Steven Pienaar through the middle. His creative ability is pretty decent. I mean, it's not quite what Sessegnon used to have a few years ago for Sunderland, but Pienaar can be that centralised, creative person that can link the play between the defence and the attack and create a few chances for Sunderland. The right mid position is Adnan Januzaj, who is starting to come along as a Sunderland player. Not much can be said about Januzaj. He's done alright down the right hand side these past few weeks, and he, for me anyway, he deserves to start. Obviously the striker is Jermaine Defoe. There's not much else that needs to be said in terms of Defoe being the striker that he is. He's got that many goal scoring records and substitute appearance records under his belt in his Tottenham days. And obviously in his Sunderland days he scored that banger against Newcastle last season, which just completely blew me away. So that would be my starting 11, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think or what you believe the starting 11 would be. As for the substitutes, the first substitute is obviously the goalkeeper Mika. I'm not sure if he has an Ultimate Team card. If he does, I will add this in post-production. But yeah, the first substitute will be Mika. So that's perfectly fine. The second substitute will most likely be Paddy McNair. So yeah, Paddy McNair will be the second substitute. Third substitute, since we don't have Jeremy Lens, will most likely be Wabi Kazri, who got an inform for Tunisia last week. And to be honest, I don't understand why David Moyes won't play him more. I honestly don't. You know, he's a quality player when he gets on the ball, and you know, I do like Kazri as a winger. So instead of maybe Gooch, perhaps put Kazri in. Duncan Watmore instead of Pienaar, perhaps. I don't know. You know, it's just one of them things that the manager does. Next substitute, I've just mentioned him, is Duncan Watmore. Nothing needs to be said. Brought up through the ranks at Sunderland, broke into the first team, has done well, knows where the goal is, knows how to create a chance, got a bit of pace about him, so good on Watmore for that. The next substitute will most likely be George Honeyman, just for the simple fact that George Honeyman has impressed David Moyes over the past few weeks. Moyes has said this in 2 or 3 press conferences, so I don't see why Honeyman won't get a start on the bench. So Honeyman for me is the 5th substitute. The 6th substitute is Victor Anichebe, someone who we signed from West Brom on a free transfer, and to be honest, you know, I'm content, I suppose, with Anichebe. You know, he's one of these strikers where if you give him the ball, he can hold it up, allow players to run past him, and basically he's a target man, I suppose. And he's strong, you know, he's physical, likes a good aerial challenge. So Anichebe for me gets a spot on the bench. The last substitute will go to Joel Asoro. I'll add that in post-production as well. But as for Honeyman, if not Honeyman, then Didier Ndong, who we signed for a club record transfer of £13.6 million. You know, the Gabonese man there, just add him in. But that for me, you know, would be the lineup prediction, I guess. So we have obviously Pickford, Van Aanholt, Djilabodji, Kone and Manquillo, Rodwell, Kirchhoff, Pienaar, Gooch, Januzaj and Defoe. On the bench we have Mika, McNair, Kazri, Watmore, Ndong, Anichebe and Asoro. So this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so very much for watching. Like I said, guys, let me know in the comments section down below if you believe that the lineups were different, or if you have any other opinions of what I've said in this video. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you've liked the video and want to see some more, drop a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.